Thank you all so much for joining us. Hi, Christopher,
How
Chris.
you doing? I'm in a luncheon right now, so I'm just gonna put it on mute because there might be some background noise, but I'll be listening.
Hey, not a problem. Not a problem. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank
There's
you.
still people coming in, so we'll get started momentarily. Hello, Chris. Hi, Angel.
Hello.
Jasmine, welcome. Herbert, welcome.
Welcome. Hi.
We still have some people coming in, so we'll give them another minute and then we will get started.
So how are you feeling hosting for the man? Are you dying for him to come back or are you enjoying yourself?
Oh, no. I've done this a few times before. I'm good. I feel
Good.
fine. Yeah.
When
No,
is
it's
he
not a
back?
problem at all. Monday.
Okay, so you did take a proper miniature vacation.
Possibly. He might pop in today. Who knows? So he was on our call this morning. So but we'll see. Either way, it'll be great. I'll let him know he's missed. I'll let him know y'all have been asking about him. His presence is definitely missed on the call, but he needs a little break, so good.
We love you, Angela. Not a problem. You did great. You did great.
Thank you, Jasmine. Thank you. I appreciate it. Hi, Paul. Welcome. Okay.
Thank you. Hello, everyone.
Welcome back. So for those of you who are new, my name is Angela Lewis. I'm head of operations for Speaker Hub. And so I co-lead these meetings with Ron Story Jr., our head of product and our owner, but he's on vacation, which is very rare. But we're excited to continue our meetings. And so here's the framework for those who are new. We are going to welcome everyone in. Of course, everyone who's new, I'll ask you to share where you're calling in from, your speaking topic. So everyone on the call can learn a little bit more about you. And then we'll share some wins. So those who've used Speaker Hub, share your wins, and then we'll get into some work. So there's some really exciting things happening that we want to share with you all. So we also have Juliana, who's on our team on this call as well. And so, Christopher.
Yes.
This is your first time on the call, but you're not new to us.
Yeah, I couldn't be on yesterday because I was training a company. We just finished just now. That's why we're at lunch right now, but I'll be on mute. But I'm happy to introduce myself. I've been a professional speaker now going on 25 years, 31 years in total. And, I'm friends with Ron. So Ron Story and I go back. We're both involved in, what led him up to acquiring Speaker Hub, which is so happy that he did. And I love speaking. I've been doing it for a long time, and I love to meet new speakers, up and coming speakers, experienced speakers, and just share insights and experiences that help us all move forward.
Chris, we are so happy you're on the call. Thank you for sharing. And
we've
never met. You and I have never met, but you spoke at our summit. You had a session at our summit with Ron, the Pro Speaker Summit back in October.
Correct. Yes.
And I saw the session, but it is so nice to meet you. Thank you for joining.
Yes.
We'll put a link to the summit if y'all want to hear Ron and Chris's conversation. But thanks for joining, and we're obviously open to you sharing your experience as well. Let's see who else. Herbert Burns. Thank you for joining today.
You're welcome. Let's see.
Will you share a little bit about your background?
Yeah, sure. I have a background in education, and what I do is I provide character development and character building for nonprofit organizations and their clients. And I also provide character building for faith-based businesses who want to operate their business according to biblical doctrine. And that's what I do.
Wonderful. Thank you. It was nice to meet you yesterday at the event. So we're in Dallas. I'm not sure where everyone else is. So we're out in Dallas. And so thanks for joining after meeting yesterday. Let's see who else is new. Faith, have you been here before? Faith, are you there? No. Okay, Angel. Hi.
Hi, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you might be at. My name is Angel Henry. I am a member of Black NSA, and I believe another Black NSA member sent me the link. So this is my very first time joining. Thank you for creating space. I'm brand new to Speaker Hub. I got my start years and years ago doing IT training and speaking, and that led into me writing a book called Dents in the Ceiling. And through the book, that put me on the circuit for keynotes and workshops and conferences. So I got bit by the conference bug and haven't looked back. So my topics are around women in leadership, particularly in tech and STEM, because my background is in IT. But I'm really focusing on this year for 2025, emotional intelligence and creating psychologically safe workplaces.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Angel. And there's something that you said that I want to point out. You used your professional career to launch into speaking. So you were speaking about your expertise, and that led you to kind of fall in love with the speaking aspect of it. And that's a strategy that can work. We don't believe you have to quit your job to speak. Use whatever you're doing to actually share your expertise, and that allows you to become better, to harness your craft, and then everything flows from there. So thank you so much, Angel. Who else is Melissa? Melissa, have you been here before?
I have not been here before.
Okay,
and thank you. So Melissa Reed, Boulder, Colorado. And I've been speaking off and on pretty much all my career, but really leaning in hard now in AI integration. So integrating AI into enterprise organizations requires more than just buying tools. It requires some revamping of people, of processes, and so I am in the process of writing the book, but also offering services around services and speaking around the topic.
Okay, great. Thank you. How did you find out about the call today?
Oh, no, I got an email.
Perfect. Great. You know what? We sent an email out yesterday with the new link for today. So we're happy you joined and logged in. So just so everyone else is a regular here. So Jasmine, Chris, I'm sorry, Chris, welcome. Please share. Thank you so much, Melissa.
I'm Chris Hopgood. I'm up in Edmond, Oklahoma. So when you said Dallas, that kind of perked my ears. I've been a nurse for 31 years, and I left the medical model like over 4 years ago because we are literally harming people. People need to aren't truly making true informed decisions, that there are so many other options out there. I now, for the last 13 years, do natural alternatives. And so I have a message that needs to be heard by a lot of people. So that's why I'm with Israel Duran. And back in December, I was on his global summit. And so I had a 5-minute pitch on his stage. I also in February, this coming February, I'm an author with 30 other people, and we are releasing a book called The Gifts of Pain. So I'll have a book out there. So like I said, I'm kind of new to Speaker Hub because we heard Ron talk on Israel's thing, and it was very intriguing. So I got right on it, started putting in a lot of stuff, sending out some things, and haven't really gotten any responses. So I was like, yeah. So anyway, so I don't know if I'm doing something wrong or what. So I just feel that it is a God message when I got this email yesterday, and I'm like, yes, I need to come. And I just came in 20 minutes ago from the barn, the farrier, and before the storm moves in and all that. So anyway, I'm here, and I'm looking forward to learning more.
Chris, thank you for joining. Thank you for signing up. And we can definitely help you to make sure you get the results that you're looking for. So if you have any technical questions, this is the place. So sometimes people have questions about the software. Other times it's about the speaking industry. So either way, we're here to help. It sounds like there are some people who are fairly new to Speaker Hub and don't know exactly our philosophy, who we are, and what we do. So I'll go ahead and share that. And then after I share that, you're welcome to ask any questions as I go through it. And then we want to hear wins. I think it's important to share who we are and our philosophy and what we do first before getting into the wins, so that y'all have some context for what people are talking about when they say they sent something. So I'm going to pull up the key to everything we believe, and this will be just a few minutes. I'm not a lecturer, I'm 100% a facilitator of conversations, so don't worry, this is not a lecture nor a PowerPoint presentation. But this is the speaker flywheel. It is the core of our belief system and how we believe people can build speaking businesses. We don't believe in only using the stage and doing keynotes as your only source of revenue. Someone mentioned writing books. Other people have courses. Chris is doing consulting. So we believe in using whatever your expertise in intellectual property is, using that and creating different modalities. Well, then how do you get exposure for these opportunities? There are two ways. There's inbound leads. So this is when people reach out to you. Most of you all have had that. Angel talked about being in her industry. People come and say, Angel, we need your expertise. Come and speak to our group, right? So there's inbound, where people come and find you. Oftentimes people who are looking to get more exposure are just waiting for people to reach out to them. So we believe the other part of building out your speaking business, or building a business around your intellectual property, is outbound. It's you actually reaching out to people and reaching out to organizations that want to hear what you have to say, that puts you in front of your target market. And so we have a term that we use at Speaker Hub. We call it being actively aggressive, not passively aggressive, not passive, but being actively aggressive and going after what you want. Does that make sense? So for outbound, who are you reaching out to? At Speaker Hub, we have over 4 million contacts. I'll show you the speaker data in a second, but we have over 4 million contacts, and that includes podcasts. Podcasts are an incredibly powerful way to have long-form conversations with people who actually care about what you're talking about, because you can hyper niche. There are associations. So Chris, I know you're at a training right now. So we believe that you go to associations. This could be the Chamber of Commerce. These can be Rotary clubs. These are the organizations that have your target market, and these are the leaders who have the ability to pay for ongoing training or consulting. So associations are key. And then there are conferences. Angel talked about conferences. I know Melissa has been speaking. I know there are other people on the call who have spoke at conferences. Well, conferences are great, but there are only so many. We believe that depending on your level as a speaker, start with podcasts, pitch to associations, then conferences. While you're waiting 6 months for the conference, conferences usually don't happen right. They usually don't happen right away. There's usually some lag time from the time they make the request to the conference actually happening. While you're waiting, you're steady going on podcasts and associations. And then we also have media outlets where you can pitch to be quoted in an article, or you can actually write articles and be a thought leader. And we have major publications within our database. So this is the basic framework. Any questions about the speaker flywheel?
I have one question.
Yeah.
Okay, I noticed since I've been on Speaker Hub that when I go on and I choose a category for a podcast, uh, it gives me a selection. There are only so many podcasts to choose from, and then at the bottom, once I go through, there's so many, and then that list runs out. Could you explain the reason why? I mean, why that happens?
That's a really great question. Yes, I can happily explain that. Happily. I'm going to pull up Speaker Hub. I'm going to log in here. And then you all will be able to see what Herbert is asking about. Okay. So I've logged in. So this is our speaker data platform. This is where you send the outbound leads through. We have the Academy, which shares how to use the platform, your branding kit. So Herbert, here are a couple things. When you log in, you go to your branding kit, you select specific topics. So what topics did you select for your speaking? Do you remember, or can you log in?
I can't remember, but I believe
Okay.
it was community organizations was one. Social justice, I believe. I'm not really sure about that.
Okay.
But
So
I know it was.
not a
I know
problem.
one category was community organizations.
Okay, perfect. So community organization. We recommend instead of community organizations, because that's a very, very specific search term. The podcast has to match, the topics of the podcast has to match to the topic. So maybe it's community. It's a different term. So we automatically match you with specific podcasts that we think are based on your topic will be relevant. You can also you can override that by just typing, like we do in Google, the topic that you're interested in. And so we have millions of podcasts in our database. So if it runs out, we recommend, or if you've not run out, because we don't run out, but if you've looked through all of the podcasts that are in the search term, then you can type in a different topic. You can type in a different topic to find more podcasts. Is that helpful?
Yeah, I've done that. I guess I'll just have to be more creative. But I will say this, Angela, that this has been a wonderful experience, and I never had the type of results in the consulting business that I've had with Speaker Hub. I haven't been on that long, maybe a month, and so far I booked in 2 podcasts and have another one coming up.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing your wins. That is really great to know. We want to help you get more search results. So part of the other thing we do on this call, if you want to pull up your account right now, we'll take a look at it. We're happy to help you with that. Yes, Angel?
I'm again background IT, so this is my jam. But Herbert, if you want to, what I call reverse engineer it. So what I would recommend you do is go into Chat GPT and type in the names of the speakers that are most likely that you know kind of are in your wheelhouse that speak on the same thing you do, and type their names in and ask GPT to tell you what conferences they have recently spoke at. You have to limit it to say, within the last 2 years or so. And then another thing that you can do is type in the search terms that you have been using and ask ChatGPT to provide you with additional terms that you can then put into Speaker Hub to yield.
Angel, thank you so much for that.
Thank you.
Completely, that is a great strategy that Ron talks about often. So let's go back here, and we can do the same for podcasts. For those who are new, I didn't show this. So Herbert, We can go to episodes. Can you name a person that's in your industry?
Yeah, yeah, this one, Tim Winder, Tim Winder,
Windor.
DER.
So Tim Winder. So we're going to see if Tim has been on podcasts or what podcast Tim has been a guest on. So what I showed you all before was the list of podcasts, but we also can also search by episode. As you can see, there's 186 million episodes, more than 186 million episodes in our database. So you can specifically search for a person.
Okay.
And so you can check to see which podcast Tim Winder has been on or other people in the social justice space.
Okay.
And then you're able to add that person to a list, save to a list, and then pitch directly from our platform. Well, you've used this, you know how it works, but for those who are new, you can send pitches. Our AI creates the email, and we open full view, and it has information about my background, has information about the podcast, and it creates a customized pitch specifically for that podcast.
Okay.
So Angel, thank you for that. Searching
Yeah,
the
you,
name and then the topics. Melissa, your hand is up. How are you?
Yeah, hi Angela. Is it okay if I ask a question about a different topic?
Of course.
Yeah, my assistant Faith, my brand new assistant Faith is here with me, and we're trying to get her logged into Speaker Hub, and we're having problems. So I sent her an invitation from inside my my account, and she got the invitation fine, and she clicked through, but it's asking her to pay or to sign up for a paid account, which doesn't make sense to me that she would have to do that. So
she does not have to do that. We will send a message. Juliana, can you do me a favor and send a message to Miguel about Melissa's account and about Faith? And also, Faith, will you put your, thank you, Juliana. Melissa, Faith, will you put your email address in the chat or send it directly to Juliana, and we'll get that handled. She doesn't have to pay.
She sent her another, they said that they did that. They sent her another invite or whatever, and she clicked through, and the same thing happened where she had to pay.
Okay. Sure. We'll get it fixed. She doesn't have to. Melissa, you're a lifetime member. And anyone who has an account with us, you can add a teammate to your account. So some people have assistants who work with them, who send pitches on their behalf. It's perfectly fine. We'll get it handled. Don't worry.
Okay. Is that something that is possible to walk through on the call today, right now, or how does that? We have
to get in contact directly with our development team. So I'll just direct message him and I'll get it fixed as soon as we can. As soon as I have an update, I'll make sure to contact you. If it happens during the call, we'll let you know, and if not, via email as soon as possible.
Okay, great.
Yes.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks. You're welcome, Melissa. It's not something that I can do because our developers do it. I can't do the tech side at all.
Okay,
but we'll
great.
handle it. Yeah,
great.
Thanks, Jess.
Thank you.
Jasmine, you're welcome.
Okay. Something I noticed today for the first time, when I was trying to do some pitches this morning, and at the top in red, it says, already contacted someone from your team. And like all the media outlets that I don't know what that means. I mean, I did still send a few tips through, but I don't know what that is. It's something new. I've never seen it. I sent quite a few pitches, as you know.
Will you show us? Is it still up?
Okay, let me, okay, where it says share. It says send request. Sharing is not turned on. What does that mean?
That means that I have not made it possible for you to share, but it's possible now. So you're
You're trying to block me?
Never, Jasmine. I don't want to block anyone. No. I'm here to help.
Okay, so now this is when Ron usually helps me. I just go to my account, right? Which is
speakerhub.com.
No,
I don't
I have
see
it
it.
up. I
No.
have it up
Oh,
here.
keep going to the right. It's the little guy with the microphone. To the right. To the
I
right.
know. To the right of me.
Oh,
Am I going
by the Canadian leaf.
by the
One
Canadian?
more.
Oh, you know what the
Yes.
Canadian leaf
Oh,
look like. Okay.
absolutely.
Hey. Okay, I left these open, right? And this
Yes.
is one of them, World Business Forum, already contacted someone from your team. And if I go up further, there it is. There are all of them already
That's great.
connected by someone on your team.
So have
All
you
right.
pitched to them before?
I
Are they
no,
already on?
no, they would be in follow-up if I pitched to them before, they would be in follow-up.
Very true.
You know, so I don't know. For instance, this morning, I sent a follow-up yesterday, and the lady said to me, "Oh, I did respond to you, and I'm pretty good in the response, right? However, let's book a call." So we booked in a call for next week.
Okay.
You know, on that. So I don't know if I should continue and if something they can look into, but you can see it, and it went through a lot of the
Yep. For
the
just for
topics.
context for everyone, we have people who are on teams, and sometimes in the past, like a month ago, you weren't able to see if someone on your team had sent a pitch to the same organization, whether it be a conference, podcast, or association. Now we
Mhm.
fixed that functionality so you can see that it's already been contacted. So multiple people on one team won't have to pitch. Jasmine, we'll look into it. We'll get a handle for you and
Yeah,
make
and
a
that's
note of
that. Yeah,
that.
because most of the ones I
Sure.
and another thing, I'm a lifetime member, and I think on my account when Ron and I spoke, each month I get 100 new pitches, but I haven't seen.
Yes.
I'm still on the last batch of the original ones that I got,
Okay.
and I'm kind of
Well,
working them delicately.
no, send them. Don't work them delicately. You're a lifetime member. We'll make sure you get all the pitches. No, don't save them. Trust me. We'll make sure you're taken care of. No worries. No
You
worries.
know, I get all. It's like I'm on something. You know, if I come and I don't see anything to pitch, you know,
But
no, I'm only
go
kidding.
ahead and since you know you haven't pitched these, go ahead and pitch them anyway if they're the ones that align.
Okay,
Yep.
because
And Jasmine,
it would say
I'm sorry.
follow up if I did, if you know, it would say
It
follow
will.
up if I pitch them. So I'm
It
going
will.
like this lady this morning, she responded and we have a call. So I don't know why that happened. Okay.
And that happens sometimes, and you still have the call, which is great. So sometimes we follow up multiple times. But don't worry. We'll get
Okay,
it taken
great.
care of for you.
As long as they don't come
And
back and say, are you crazy? I already contacted someone from your team.
but you don't have anyone on your team, right?
No, I don't know.
Right.
I
So
have
that
the ability to have a team member, but no, it's just moi.
perfect. Perfect.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, I'll just continue
So
then, all
you're
right?
good. Yes, keep going.
So we're not
Absolutely.
cross-pollinating, right? It's not someone
No,
else in Speaker Hub is
no,
doing the ones I have. No?
not at all. Nope. You mean
Okay.
from our side? Are you asking, are
Meaning
we
that
pitching?
another, you know, Speaker Hub, you know, member,
Hmm.
you know, is, you know, and they might have a team and they're doing the same pitches that we're doing. I don't understand. I don't know.
Maybe, but that's okay.
That's
That's
okay.
okay too.
Okay.
Yep.
All righty. Thanks
We'll
for
make
that.
sure you're taken care of, Jasmine. You're welcome
I'm done. Thank
anytime.
you. Have a good day. I'll come off share now. Oh, I did it. Ooh, I did it. I'm getting very technical.
I just have a question on a protocol.
Sure.
I'm a nurse, so we have protocols, right? So, um, it's like you throw out some pitches and then you don't hear from these things. Because, like I said, I think I threw out like it's, I worked on it for several days and probably sent out 25, 30 pitches. And then I haven't really heard from anybody.
Yes.
So, what is the protocol that you want to like shake them like, hello, I sent you something
Yes.
last week. Why did you not respond? I don't know what the protocol is.
This is a really great question. And I'm going to let Jadika answer this because she's one of our lifetime members. So, or anyone else, can you share we believe in following up, but instead of me talking about following up, I think it's better to hear from some of the users around how much they follow up and their
Okay,
process. So
that
anyone
would
can
be
jump in.
great.
Jadika, Melissa, Jasmine. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Excuse me,
You're
you were
welcome.
asking about the follow-up process?
Yes.
Okay, for me, what I do is I send out, according to, like Ron suggested, that we do about 5 follow-ups. And the thing is that don't be impatient if you're not getting a response right away. A lot of times a response may not come until maybe the 3rd or 4th follow-up that they will respond to you. So it's going to happen. Then you have those, if they don't respond, what I usually do after my 5th sent out for a response, I'll automatically put in archives. And then you just go through the cycle and you keep doing it and do a process. Like what happens is I may send a pitch, say Monday, I may do a pitch, then I may come back either Tuesday or Wednesday and do a follow-up. Get a process, put a system in place that works for you so that you don't get overwhelmed, and that way you can process through. That's the way I have been doing it. And it works. I mean, I've had outstanding since I started with a speaker of I've gotten podcasts and I'm booked all the way now through the end of March.
Mm.
How many do you have booked so far?
This month I have 20 podcasts I'm doing. I'm getting ready to leave in a few minutes to go to one. I have since I started, and I started appearing on podcasts in December. So this is from December to now in terms of putting it together.
Incredible.
But put your system in place.
So just clarification. So like you're sending out a pitch like on Monday, and then on Tuesday or Wednesday, so you're only leaving 24 or 48 hours later, you're actually doing another follow-up, correct?
You can do a follow-up the next day. You're not overwhelming.
So they don't like look at you going, what is wrong with this chick? Why is she constantly bugging us? No.
It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. See, that's what you got to understand. It doesn't matter. They don't know you. You don't know them. All you're doing is pitching. You're sending information. You want to connect with them to see if you are a fit. And that's it.
Okay. Okay. And so like, can I ask one thing on your first follow-up? What is it? Just really, really something very simple, basic, like just a paragraph? I mean, what are you saying? I just want to talk to you, see if we're a good fit, or
you don't even do that.
No.
Speaker Hub does all of that for you. That's how you're able to move like you're able to move. I don't do anything but click and send. Click and send. That's all I do.
Okay, thank you so much. Because
you're more than welcome.
That was awesome.
Can I add to that, Chris? So my protocol is I actually haven't been pitching for the past few days, which is making me crazy because I've been working on getting my VA or onboarded to do it for me. But for the past month, has been my protocol is to get my 20 pitches out, 20 or more pitches out every single day. And then I go into my follow-up, what's it called? In my mailbox, my sent tab, and I do 20 follow-ups. And I just go from top to bottom.
Wow.
I do 20 follow-ups. So every day, the goal is to do 20 pitches, 20 follow-ups, top to bottom, 20 pitches, 20 follow-ups. The follow-ups go very fast. It takes me about 15 minutes to do 20 follow-ups. The pitches, not so fast. They take a lot longer because there's research involved. But the follow-ups, you just crank them out because the AI writes them for me. You know, you have to tweak it because the AI is not perfect. You have to make sure the subject line doesn't have like, you know, all these parentheses in there, and you know, it's crazy. And I can't stand all it doesn't put in contractions, and it says, you know, I hope this email finds you well, which is like, I would never use that language and stuff like that.
No. Yeah.
You know, it takes a little tweaking, but it writes it very quickly and it does a pretty good job. So
awesome.
So that's my And if
Thank you.
I
appreciate that, Melissa, because like I said, I would have never thought about that. I would have thought people are like, what is this chick's problem? You know, she's just a pest.
No. And here's the thing. So, I mean, I've been a consultant since 2017, and my experience is we are all going to think, oh my God, they think I'm a pest. the reality is people are busy. You're busy, right? I mean, you know what your email inbox looks like.
Right.
My email inbox is a swamp, you know, and
Yeah.
they have lives and they have things going on. And I can't tell you how many times I have sent the 5th email to somebody or the 7th email to somebody before Speaker Hub, and I have gotten a reply like, "Oh my gosh, thank you. Thank you so
Okay.
much. I needed a reminder. Yes, I want to still work with you," or whatever the issue was, right? And
Okay.
I'm going like, "Oh my God, they hate me. They forgot, they were not interested," or whatever. They're not thinking about me. They're living life,
Not at all.
you know, and they're dealing
Okay.
with 27 balls. So
Yeah. Thank you so
Thank you,
much,
everyone.
Melissa. That was helpful. Thank you. Thank you to both of
So
you.
Chris, you don't have to worry. He is Angel, and then Bart.
Okay, so Angela, I've got a question. I am using Instantly right now. So I go into LinkedIn, I scrape the emails, I go through another thing to clean them out, and I've got the follow-ups, right? The follow-ups just run. So I just plug in the campaign, and for 2 weeks, it just does all the automated, like basically what was just being described. So can you help me understand how that is different, the same? Is there overlap with Speaker Hub? Okay.
Great question. So I'm going to pull up Speaker Hub. So instantly, the difference, there are similarities and differences. The big difference is that, the big similarity is that it's all cold email outreach.
Right.
So same thing essentially, but with instantly, you upload the leads that you already have.
Yes.
That you've scraped using Sales Navigator or whatever software. And then you put those in Excel, you upload to instantly, and then it runs your campaign.
Yep.
With Speaker Hub, you can still search, but then you're pitching one individually, and we're crafting our AI creates a custom email. With instantly, it's not customized. It's whatever template you put in, and then that goes out to every contact. Also, what doesn't happen instantly that happens here. Let's say, I know that you can search for, what's one of the search topics that you put in to Sales Navigator to pull your leads?
Executive directors of nonprofits.
Okay, so we'll put in nonprofits. So you're looking specifically for the person. But however, with Speaker Hub, let's say you want to you can go on podcasts that are about nonprofits to talk about your expertise and how you help nonprofit leaders. So both are valuable in our world. In addition, you're able to search for associations. So we can look up nonprofit associations that are specifically for nonprofits.
Okay.
Maryland nonprofits, National Council of Nonprofits, Washington nonprofits. Then you can pitch to them, and we create a customized email based on your background and the information about this association. So that's the difference. Both are valuable because both are actively aggressive in terms of outreach. Okay. And our platform, here's the other big difference. Our platform is designed to get you more exposure and put you on stages in front of your target market, whereas instantly directly connects you to the person. We're here to help you garner leads.
Got it. Okay.
However,
thank you for explaining.
there's 2 more things that are worth sharing about our platform. Now you can actually upload leads.
Oh.
So we have a leads function. This is new as of the past few months.
Oh.
So you can upload the leads that you've gotten from Sales Navigator, and you can upload them here, and we'll create a customized pitch. We don't have automations where you can like send out, 2,000 over the next month. However, they can be customized based on the fields that you input about the person that you gathered already. That was one. And the last thing, in addition to the leads, is that we have, oh no, I lost it. Oh no, I remember. Okay, it's back. all of our lifetime members. So Melissa, Jadika, Bart, all of our lifetime members, Ron pulls customized leads for you. And then you're able to upload them and send them. Well, you could upload them instantly and our system, but we pull them for you if you're a lifetime member as well.
Okay. How many leads can you upload at a time?
That is a wonderful question.
Okay.
That I'll have to get the answer to. I don't think there's a limit. Yeah, I'm not sure. I can find out for you.
Okay. Well, okay.
Juliana, can you ask someone, can you ask Miguel how many leads can be uploaded at a time?
I can double check, but as far as I know, there's no limit, but I can double check that information.
I can't see us putting in limits. We're not that type of company that would limit people on uploading leads. No. And they're only your leads. So, so for those who are thinking, if this is your first time hearing about the leads functionality, those leads stay with you. We don't distribute your leads to everyone using the platform. That's a really good question. Bart, how's it going?
All right.
You got a question or comment?
I'll pass.
I didn't hear you.
I was going to add to the other discussion about, you know, reaching out to people, and I think everything you said. One thing I add to that is you have to decide like who you're going to be in your business, and realize they don't know who you are. You're trying to get them to know who you are, and when there's no response, like Janika said, after 5, they go over the archive, and then it's next. So, like you were told, Chris, just keep on pitching. Gotta take that particular emotion out of about who cares. What I want them to care about is who I am, what I do. You're looking for speakers, yes or no, next. If you are, great. If you aren't, you're gonna be next anyway. So sooner they can answer that question, the sooner I want to the next thing or their thing if the answer is yes. I mean, that's my method of it. You know, I go to next very quickly, but that's a different mentality that you have to decide how you want to make it work for you.
Absolutely. Thank you, Bart, for bringing in the muscle. Sylvia.
Hi, Angela. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
You may see my note on this in a moment, but I've been trying to get my assistant into the system, and I know Ron sort of opened things up, you know, for that to happen in one of our calls. But we keep getting an error message about invalid team invitation token. And I'm not sure why it's continuing to happen, because we created a separate Gmail account so he could access it. You know.
A few questions, troubleshooting questions.
Yes.
Is he trying to log in with the same email that was put into, that you invited him through?
Yes. So I go into the system and send the invite, and even click on that thing where he's acting as me. You know, there's I forget the term they use, right?
So share the profile. Can you log in?
Yes,
I'm sorry to cut you off. Are you able
Sure.
to share your screen, and then we can?
I can.
Talk
yes, I can. Let me just. Okay.
Whatever the situation, we will get it fixed for sure.
Okay. Appreciate that.
You're welcome. We just want to see it.
I'm in Ghana and
explain it.
Sure. Let me share my screen. 1 second here. Okay. Okay. Are you seeing my screen?
Yes.
It's coming. It's populating. Sorry. Slower Wi-Fi here in Ghana, so.
Not a problem.
Okay.
We're patient.
So when I clicked on team, I think I did. Okay, I don't know what's happening there. I have too many windows open.
Sometimes if you stop share, it'll load a little faster, and then you can share once it's up, or share the screen.
Oh, I see. Okay, perfect.
That works.
Yeah.
Yes, and also refresh the screen on the little arrow.
Okay.
Yes, refresh and stop share, and then you can share again.
Okay. So let me just go into my settings so that you can. Why is it doing that? It's having me log in again. Okay. Let's see here.
And Herbert, I see your hand. We'll get your question next.
Okay.
And Jasmine, while Sylvia's pulling that up, I saw your message in the chat. There is a link I'm going to send you to fill out the customer profile that you're looking for to get those leads for the lifetime members. I can't hear you.
First, can you email that to me? Or you're going to
Yes,
put it in the...
I can email it to
Okay.
you.
I
Or
appreciate
do you, actually, no, I have it right here. I'll just send it to you. I have a list of every link.
Okay. You still seeing my screen?
Okay. Yes.
So do I click on team or what would you like to see?
Yes. You go to team so that we can see. And oh, he's not
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, I see, and it seems like it disappears when so I send a new one, the old one disappears, and then like it shows pending, like it showed pending, and I'm not sure why that's happening. Yeah.
Will you put it in again? Put his email
Okay,
in.
sure.
And is he available now? Or I know we're on time differences.
Yeah,
different time
no,
zones.
I'm so sorry. He's based in California. Lord knows what he's doing at the moment. So
Okay. And there's
yeah.
they're at 9 a.m. What 9:47?
Right. So this is his email. And then I was clicking on invite member. And then I was clicking on the branding kit and sending out the invitation. But then every time he would go to log in with the will.sylviaspeaks at Gmail, yeah, it would say invalid token or something like that. It says
Sylvia,
invalid team.
Will you?
Yeah, it always looks like this.
Have him contact me, or can you send me his contact info, and then we'll get on a call with him and get it set up.
Okay. What's the best way for him to contact you?
It's Angela@speakerhub.com.
Perfect. Okay. Thank you so much.
We'll make sure you get set up. This is very important. You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Herbert?
Yes, I have two questions. The first one is when I'm following up, when I go into mailbox, and then I believe there's a tab at the top, and I click on send, and it gives me a list of those podcasts that I have made a pitch to, but I notice it doesn't give me the full list. So is there any way I can get, huh?
Will you show me?
Well, when I go into mailbox and then I go into send, because I'm trying to get the whole list of all the pitches that I've made to those podcasts, but it's not giving me the full list.
Are you
how can
saying that you're what is the end goal that you're trying to do? Are you trying to download the list, or?
Well, I'm trying to find all the podcasts that I have pitched to so I can follow up.
Okay. Oh, great. Will you share your screen? I can show you exactly how to access this. So if you could log into your account.
Share my screen?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Is that perfect? And then you log in into your Speaker Hub account.
Okay.
Perfect. And then you'll go to your mailbox.
Okay.
And then you see the new ones, and there's 3 waiting. At the top, it says waiting, and then sent is 140.
Right.
So you click sent, and then you'll see all the podcasts that you've sent, that you've pitched.
Okay.
And then when you click follow up.
So Angela, it's going to give me the whole 140.
Yes, there are 140 right there to follow up with. And it doesn't cost you any more pitches to follow up. I know we see the sign at the top says you've run out of available pitches. That's for new ones. And you're obviously welcome to buy more, but you can also follow up right here. So if you scroll down on the page, and you'll see all 140 right here. And then let's click follow up. Just pick Either one.
Okay. So my other
Well,
no,
when
go
you
ahead.
click follow up, I just want to show you how the follow up function works.
Oh, okay. Let me see. I'll click this one.
And then you'll click the little square in the middle that says follow up. So we show you when your first pitch was sent. It looks like you sent this one October 21st. And here's the email that the AI wrote as your follow-up email. So I think Chris was asking about how to follow up. So if you scroll down, use that little bar on the side, scroll down, and you can read that email and see if that's what you like, and then just click send email, and there's the follow-up. You don't have to think of what to say in the follow-up. You don't have to figure out what to write. It's written for you.
Oh, okay.
So follow-up is easy. You can get through these 140 follow-ups in no time.
Okay. All right. So my other question is, Ron talked about there, when you're contacting a conference for speaking services, and you can also sell your books or educational services and not just ask for a speaking fee. So when you approach a conference, how do you know what to approach them with?
That's a really great question. Great question. I'll tell you our philosophy, and then anyone else on the call, feel free to chime in. Our philosophy is you ask what they need. So you don't go to them and say, here's what I can give you. What do you want? You hop on a call with them. You have a conversation about the goals of the conference, what they're looking for. If it's a paid conference, then you're obviously able to negotiate the pay. But if it's not paid, then you can talk about, are there opportunities to sell the book? We had Dr. Karen was on a couple of days ago. She negotiated a photo shoot the day before a conference. She negotiated someone to record her video of her speaking and additional content, and a mastermind the day after. These are different events, but there are different ways, different things you can negotiate, but it all starts with finding out what they need and what they can offer, and then you can negotiate from there. Anyone else have insight or would like to share? Will.
I would say, every speaker is providing something. They're solving some problem. So in your message, in your email to them, you're briefly sharing the problem you solve. Not to pick on LA, it's first thing come to mind. I put out fires. Here's my name. I put out fires. Are you looking for speakers? So either they are, they aren't. If they are, then they're gonna reach back to you and say something. Yes, we are. When can we set up a call? And the rest of the email can say something like that. Let's have the time to talk or whatever. But you got those three things out of the way. Who you are, what problem you solve, and are they looking for speakers? So once they respond, you'll find out from there, like when you can talk to them, what the next steps are and all those types of things. It may be a link to fill out a submission form for their conference. And then you're kind of further away from, what the fee is, your opportunity to sell books and all that type of stuff by filling out that submission form. Because once you fill that out, they evaluate that when they decide to do it, based on when it opens, based on when the conference is. And then if you're selected, they'll reach out to you, then the negotiation starts. So that's one way that happens. And sometimes they may answer right away and say, okay, yep, we were looking for someone just like you. It's on this day. And all this might be sold through the call, it might be on the email as well. And then you can get to, what the price is. They may ask you right straight up front, what is your price? Because if both of you are out of range, like, well, you might as well end it off right now. If they can't pay you what you want, and vice versa, then it may just end right there. But then you begin to negotiate the overall price and the other products and services that you have. So ultimately, you want to get them on the phone once they decide that you're going to be the person for them or potential person for them. That's why I negotiate.
That's a great point, Bart. So our philosophy is you don't negotiate via email. Like, you have a conversation, have them get to know who you are, have them hear your voice and your passion for helping to solve their problem. Negotiate from there, not in emails, because it's so impersonal. Any other questions or wins to share? We hopped right into the work and solving problems today. Dr. Yvette, how are you?
I'm just great, Angela. Thank you for communicating with me between. My question is, I think it was yesterday, you sent a link to like research articles about some of the questions.
You're cutting in and out. I can't hear you clearly.
Okay.
I think we can.
Better? Yeah, I'm
No.
getting. I'll pop back in when that goes away, or I'll go ahead.
Or you can write in the chat if you like. Okay, great. Herbert, is your hand up again, or was that from before?
Oh, no. Let me lower it.
Okay. If you have more questions, we're obviously open to it. Any other questions? Any wins to share? Any more wins to share from our user? No? Okay. We are just a few minutes from the top of the hour. Happy to, Chris, if you have more questions about the platform, happy to share. And Janessa, nice to see you all. Chantel,
No, I'm going to
how are
come
you?
back next week with some wins. I am. That's it. Now I can see how this all kind of fits. So thank you, everybody that have done this with
You're
all of your
welcome.
words of wisdom. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
We are so happy that you hopped on today and that you're going to get back in there and follow up. And we're here every day. I should have mentioned this at the start. Juliana, we'll start doing that at the beginning because sometimes people have to follow up and let everyone know that like we're here every day, Monday through Friday, same time. Next week though, this is key. We had a little technical issue, which is why we're on this link. But very, very soon we'll have a site called Speaker Co-working that you'll be able to go there and log in. But for now, go to our homepage, speakerhub.com. At the top of the page, it says join the co-working session. That is the link to use. Whatever link is attached to that URL is the one we'll use for now. So we won't be on this link next week is my point. We'll be on for those who are regulars, it's the link we had before.
And Angela, this is Chantel. I'm just kind of getting my voice back.
Yes.
But yeah, I know I had a podcast scheduled for today. And, you know, I don't want to be sounding like ludicrous on the podcast. So we had to reschedule it. But even though I rescheduled one podcast, I still booked 3 more podcasts for the upcoming week. So, you know, the podcast game is definitely real strong. I'm gaining momentum within that. And the other day, I was at a networking event and I had a pen and a pad and I was just writing notes, just throwing notes up. And they were like, "You are relentless. Like you can barely talk." But I'm still getting it. And I was able to get invited to a couple of networking events where I'm going to have my ideal customers right there in the mix where I'm leaning shoulder to shoulder with them. So I'm really looking forward to that. And I'm just really going to take it easy today. I've been doing a lot of listening, so I appreciate everything that you guys been able to do. And hopefully next week I'll have my voice. So
thank you, Chantel. Thank you for sharing your wins. It's wonderful to hear you sounding better. We cannot wait to celebrate with you next week and to hear more about your wins. And yeah, you're actively aggressive. That's what we love. That's what we believe in. So keep going. Keep going. Awesome. Awesome. Well, is there anything else anyone has to write about the top of the hour? Juliana, is there anything that you wanted to share?
I think we're good. Okay. Yes, we do have a new homepage.
So yeah, we share that, y'all. We're so grateful to have an amazing team, and there are a lot of new things that happen regularly. So we want to start sharing more on the call. If you've gone to our website yesterday, it's different today. And there's a few key differences with the toggle on the pricing page, but also we mentioned yesterday, for those who are new, who weren't here yesterday, we now have the notifications inside of the app. So you'll see a little bell when you log in and we'll have notifications there, which is new. Our new site.
So This is the new homepage. So
I know it looks the same, but it's different. Trust me, it's it's very different.
We celebrate your wins too. So
yeah. So if you would like to be, if you want to be featured, let us know your wins. Like we put them here. We want people to know about your wins.
yes, and also for new users, we've made it clearer on our pricing page. So this should make it easier to understand what each plan provides, both for outbound, for being actively aggressive, and inbound, which is our speaker profile, speaker page. So yeah, you'll find all the information here in the pricing page. And if you have any questions about the features, feel free to come to these sessions and we'll be happy to answer them.
Wonderful. Thanks, Yulana. Okay, so top of the hour. Any more questions? Happy to stay on for a few more minutes, answer them. If not, I'm gonna go eat lunch. I mean, I'm not saying you should let me go eat lunch. All I'm saying is I'm willing to stay and push lunch back a little bit for you all. That's what I'm saying. Chris, we can't hear you. I saw your mouth moving. We can.
Thank you. Bye.
You're welcome.
I just said nutrition is important.
Yes, it is. Dr. Yvette's article, I'm going to address that. Sorry, let me go back to the, oh, Juliana, you already replied.
That's an email.
Oh, okay. What happened?
That's it. That's an email to the help desk, right?
The resource list was updated with articles.
Yeah, so there were a couple links in the resources list that requested for permission access, but now we've updated the links, and the links there should be good to go. But if you still find any roadblocks, you can share it with us, just let us know, or write to support and we'll get it fixed. But yeah, the document was updated yesterday. So yeah, it's a living document.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
You're welcome. All right. Bye, everyone. Have a wonderful Friday. Great weekend. We'll see y'all next week.
Have a great weekend. Take care.
Thanks. Bye.